Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome back to another video. This is my second time doing this because God hates me and I put away all my new 52 stuff, and as soon as I put away my new 52 comic books, I laid my phone right here on the floor beside me and I went to go sort out my DC collection, but right before I did the DC non-new 52 comic books, I accidentally bumped my phone whenever I hit pause, and I accidentally went through other apps, like the little thing, like some of it, like for you guys, some of it might be like square. For me it's like 3 lines. For you guys it might be 3 lines as well, but not the home button, but the one on the left where you go through like all your open apps. That button, yeah, I accidentally pressed that. And then I realized that, and I'm like, oh shit. And then I went to go back because because I put the video on pause, and I'm like, I hope to fucking God that the video record didn't stop. And it did. So, yeah, God, God just fucking hates me today. So, this is gonna be round 2. So, this is gonna be my comic book collection, part 1, sorting comic book trades. I was gonna be like, okay, I'm just gonna make 2 parts to the comic book sorting, maybe 3 parts to be like the rest of DC, and then Marvel trades, whatever. I'm sorry, Marvel, indie, whatever. So so here's what I'm gonna do, because I'm just pretty much gonna wing it by this point. I had an entire plan. First, I'm gonna go through here. Then I'm gonna go through that. That's gonna be part 2. All of this shit, it's part 1. Like, I was thinking about if I wanted to do a video or not, but then I'm like, F it. I'll just do a video because, I don't know, I just feel like doing something else for a change, see how this would go, and if any of you, are new to the channel and you found me by, searching up comic book collection or whatever this was, or just popped up in your recommendations, which I hope it does, because I want to try and get out there through the YouTube algorithm or whatnot. I don't know, I want you guys, like, to get to know me more, get to know my love for comics and whatever, because I've talked about the movies and I've played Marvel Contest of Champions, but I haven't really, went through my comic book collections, and I really haven't done a sorting video, like, ever, so this is going to be, like, this is going to be momentary, because my mom and I are moving in. Well, we don't know how long. We legit don't know how long. It could be weeks, it could be a month. I don't know. It shouldn't be sooner than like 1 to 2 weeks, but I don't know. So this, for the moment, is just momentary. I started this at like 8:40 something because I sorted out all my bless me, guys. Oh my god. That's never fucking happened before. That's a lie, probably has. Anyway, I sorted out through all my new 52 stuff, alphabeticalized them, and then put them away. Oh my god. Bless me again. I'm just, man, I must be allergic to making videos or something. Jesus Christ. I was fine, like, all day for the past few days, and then, out of all the times, now is the time for me to start sneezing. So anyways, I'm gonna give you guys a rundown of that, and give you guys my new 52 collection real quick, and tell you how I would organize them, and then, and I'll show you guys, because I got new comic books. I work at a comic book store every Saturday and Sunday. Most of this stuff I was going to buy last week I was going to buy, and then the shop ended up got flooded because it just downpoured here between Saturday and Sunday, so the back room was flooded, so I didn't, but as of right now, I work for store credit, so I had, because of last week's pay money, I worked for store credit, And I added books between back issues, which I think I got in like maybe 1 or 2 back issues extra, maybe 3 at most. And then I got that stuff. So I'm gonna just let you guys know. All these are like brand new. This is brand new. Free comic book day was Saturday on the 6th, I believe it was. So most, right? Because most of this is free comic book day. Yeah, all this is free comic book day. So I have some like duplicates in here probably because of my mom and I. We must have gotten like doubles of stuff. So I'm gonna go through here because this is also brand new stuff as well. And these at the bottom, both back issue and regular comic book issues that don't have bags and boards, like this, which I should have gotten, which I don't have any bags and boards, so I should have gotten bags and boards for this stuff. I just didn't think about it at the time. These are all just going to my brand new Red Goblin box, so that'll be part 2 coming out later today. But for right now, for the moment, that stuff, that's whatever. This stuff is the important stuff, but like I said, those 2 piles are brand new. I have some new comic books on this pile. Well, in this pile, and this pile specifically, DC, Independent, and Marvel. Other than that, Avengers, they're reprinting the Avengers comics. Volumes 1, 2, and 3 have 10 issues each. So Volume 1 has numbers 1 through 10. Volume 2 has numbers 11 through 20. And then Volume 3 has issues 21 through 30. But my store didn't get Volume 3, or else I would have gotten it. Because every time that I see the Avengers, I've come trying to start to read the Avengers from the beginning. I'm in the middle of reading this right now. So once I get number 3, or once my shop gets Volume 3, and I'm gonna pick that up straight away, and then add that to this, and then just shove like my independent stuff just down to the side by one because of a new comic book I got. But I'm working on this right now, which I really enjoyed Volume 1 because it's the original Avengers from the 60s. So can't wait to get Volume 3 to continue this. Like I said, brand new comic books here, brand new independent stuff here. Got like, I think I got like 4 independent issues. I got 5 DC, 4 regular DC stuff, and then 1 new 52, and then I got 6 Marvel back issues. Not back issues, trade paperbacks. I'm trying to build a library for trade paperbacks and hardcovers, but here's the deal with hardcovers. I'm not a big fan of hardcovers. I'd much rather use trade paperbacks because they feel nicer to me, more so than hardcovers. I don't know why, it's just, to me, it's easier to read than hardcovers. But certain hardcovers I'll get and I'll read, But it only depends on if those comics weren't printed in paperback form. If my shop never got paperback in, then normally I'd wait until it would hit paperback. But if it doesn't hit paperback and we only get a trade of it, like a trade hardback cover, then like Batman Killing Time, for example, maybe next week I'm gonna get that. I don't know, I have some new 52 stuff I want to get for trade paperbacks, but because New 52 is what got me into collecting trades, because I'm like, oh yeah, trades, I'll get them because of full stories and whatever. But New 52 got me more into trades because of full stories and everything. So by this point, much rather read the trades than go on and buy the comic books individually. Even though I have some single issues in there, that's just because of my comic book collection. But I'm trying to work on trades because it's like, let's just say 1 through 6 issues for one of those, or however they want to do it. It could be X-Men, New Mutants, Lethal Legion, I don't know, number 6, issue 6 came out, and then you'd have to wait like 6 months until the trade paperback of that comes out. So while I want to be reading the the single issues. It's just I also might as well just wait for the trade to come out after those 6 months. It's kind of like what I'm doing with Flash 1 Minute War right now. But anyways, like I want to read Flash 1 Minute War, but at the same time I might just wait until trade. I don't know. So anyways, guys, before I pause you guys and alphabeticalize this and show you guys how I, sort out everything from DC through independent stuff. I'm sorry, DC through manga. I only have 2 mangas, volumes 1 and 2 for Attack on Titan. I have volume 3 on backhold, so I'm probably gonna get that next week. But for right now, I want to show you guys how I sort out my new 52 stuff. So my first recording of this, I laid everything out on the floor, just alphabeticalized it, starting from A on top through S on the bottom. So yeah, so this is how I organize it. I start off with Aquaman and the Others Volume 1. Although I have read Aquaman Volume 1 for New 52, The Trench, I really enjoyed it. I hope that that's what's going to be like Aquaman and the Lost City, because The Trench was amazing. The way it was written, the art in it, it was great. And then I go straight over to B's, which will be my Batman, because that just kind of finishes off the A's. So I'll go over to B's for Batman, and that'll be Volume 1, it's Court of Owls. Volume 2, City of Owls. And then right here, I have Batman Night of Owls, which will be a combination of like Nightwing, Robin, Batgirl. I don't know if Batwoman is in this or not, I forget. Red Hood and the Others. It's just a combination of all of that, because it just finishes off the Court of Owls story. And this takes place right before Volume 3 and Batman Death of the Family. And then straight after that will be Volume 4 for Zero Year. So the way I do that is I start off with Volumes 1 and 2, because this is because Volume 2 is a continuation off of Court of Owls, and also it goes Volume 1 and Volume 2. But Night of Owls finishes off the Court of Owls story. So, because I don't go Volumes 1, 2, and 3, because if one of my friends wants to come over and said, hey, I never read any of the New 52 Batman stuff, and I heard that it was great, where do I start? I would go, okay, start with Volume 1, read Volume 2, and then go to this, which I don't think I have to read Volume 2 for this, because I think most of, if not almost all of Volume 2 is in this, or at least the important stuff to Volume 2 that is in this. So, but it doesn't say what all there is in here. So I'd go just read Volumes 1, Volume 2, and then read Night of Owls. Just read them, and then you'll be set to go. And then you want to go into Volume 3, which is Death of the Family, and then Volume 4, which would be Zero Year. And then at some point, I'll get Volume 5, which would be Zero Year, Part 2. Court of Owls and Death of the Family are 2 of my absolute favorite Batman comic books. They're kind of neck and neck at number 1. I don't know which one I like more. Next up, I don't have C and D, so I just go to E with Earth 2, Volume 1, and Earth 2, Volume 2. I think I like Earth 2, Volume 1 better, because it has Solomon Grundy as a villain, and he's my favorite Batman villain. And this is also a good way to set up the Justice Society of America, right? Justice Society. I believe that's what Earth 2 is. So a different take on the characters, but, it's still good. I enjoyed it. And then next up, we'll go into F's for the Flashpoint, which is as of right now, my favorite DC storyline. I haven't finished reading Crisis on Infinite Earths, and I haven't read Infinite Frontier yet. But who also knows what other, books have, what other DC books have. Next up is Forever Evil. I'm in the middle of reading this, so this is another reason why I say for right now, Flashpoint is my favorite comic book series. Forever Evil would be after Flashpoint, and then The Flash. So Flashpoint kicks off New 52, so I'd actually recommend that to start off with. And then The Flash, I'm going to read that before the movie comes out. And then next up we'll go into G's with Green Lantern Volume 1. And then I'd go into Grifter Volume 1. I don't have Volume 2 Grifter, and then Volume 2 Green Lantern. I actually don't know how many volumes are in here for this stuff. I think there's only 2 New 52 Grifter stuff. I know there's a Volume 3, but it doesn't say New 52 on it. I'm only collecting stuff that says New 52 at the top. So if it doesn't say New 52 on it, then I'm not worried about it, except for like maybe the Justice League stuff, but that's been probably one of my favorite storylines. Next up will be Justice League Volume 1, Justice League Volume 2, Justice League Volume 3, and then Justice League Trinity War. I have not read Trinity War yet, but I have read Justice League Volume 4, and that has, I think, issues like 17 through 20 in it, and then it goes to 22 and 23. I don't know what number 21 is yet. That's also a reason why I'm waiting for Trinity War, because Volume 4 has 22 and 23 in it, which will go right here before Trinity War, because of that storyline purpose, and then Volume 5 of Justice League would go right here after Trinity War. But Trinity War has issues number 22 through 23. Next up, we have Justice League Dark, Volume 1 of it. And then we have Nightwing. We're just going to skip everything in the middle of K through M, because I don't have anything for that. So we got Nightwing Volume 1. We got the Savage Hawkman Volume 1. I didn't know that existed until I went to a comic book shop of a friend of mine up in Altoona. Shout out to the Comics Vault in downtown Altoona. Next up is Secret Origins Volume 2. Why don't I have Volume 1? Because Volume 2 was only $3, and I figured might as well get it because I don't know when I will again. $3 is a nice deal. And I got Supergirl Volumes 1 and Volume 2. I need to read Volume 2. Volume 1 I have read. And then I got Superman Volume 1. So, actually so that's my New 52 section. That's how I plan out my New 52 stuff, alphabetically in storyline order. And then next up, I'm just going to sort out, I'm going to pause this video, not bump it this time around, and I'm going to go from A, and no, I don't think I have things that start with A. No, I only have stuff that starts with B. So, I'm going to go from B the whole way down to whatever the last letter is. I think it's S. So I'm going to go through that, I'm going to alphabeticalize that, and then I'm going to show you guys what else I got. So, just Secret Origins is my brand new DC comic book that I got this week. And then my other new DC comic books I got this week is Batman the Imposter, Teen Titans Go Volume 1, Infinite Frontier, and World Without a Superman. Because I got Death of Superman, I'm in the middle of reading that right now. So World Without a Superman is up next. So that's what I'm going for. So, anyway, I'm going to go actually turn on the fan here because it's getting pretty hot. And I'm going to pause this video, sort these out, and then I'll show you guys how I put them away. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Then, boom, just like that, we're back. I don't know why I did that. It's just in my mind at the time when I was showing you guys. Yeah, boom, we're back. Yeah, I don't know. When I was like doing that, I was thinking like, oh, if I just do that and then just do that or do that, like I already snapped my fingers, like everything. Anyway, guys, so I'm gonna show you guys how I sort out my DC stuff. As you can see, I have everything poorly alphabeticalized. Actually, the last issue is W. I wasn't thinking about that. Anyway, so here's how I alphabeticalize my things. So, Batman the Flash, although Batman Beyond would be next. So, Batman Beyond would go right here. F would be Batman the Flash, so it would be Batman Flash the button. But since it starts off with B, that means it's going to go in the B's. And now I have a really bad ringing in my ear, so if I speak up loud, that's the reason why. So since it starts off with B, it's starting with B, and then second letter would be F because I don't count the thes. Or, I mean, sometimes I count A's, but I don't really count thes too much. Like the Flash, I don't count the Flash, I just go Flash. So next up is Batman, the Imposter. So, since, once again, this is a perfect example, I don't go Batman, then just go T for the imposters. I just go Batman, then I for imposter, so I would come after F in that case. So next up, we'll be going to D's, and the next D, well, the first comic book that I have with D on it would be Dark Knight's Metal. And then next up would be Deadman. I can't wait to read this. Deadman is my favorite Justice League Dark member. So Deadman would go right into here. And then next up is a book that I'm working on right now, The Death of Superman. So Death of Superman would go right after Deadman. So, like I said, guys, I'm going to work on a library of just trade paperbacks going into hardback covers at some point, but the way I'm organizing this, I just want to get your guys' opinions on it. But sometimes people put hardback covers before the trade paperbacks. I like to put trade paperbacks before hardbacks because I'm not really ever going to use the hardbacks. I'm more or less going to use the trade paperbacks. Anyways, guys, it will be I. So I have Infinite Frontier, Infinity Incorporated, and then Infinite Crisis. So because it's Infinite Crisis, this would go first. This is the Infinite Crisis companion. So this will go right here, and then I think that will do it for that, because I think, hold on one second, guys. So yeah, I have space to put like maybe one more trade in there, but I can't because Infinite Frontier is the next one, and that's a thick book, so Infinite Frontier would go straight down here. This would start off the second shelf, which, oh boy, that kind of worries me for my Marvel and Independent already. Anyways, guys, so next up would be Infinity Incorporated. So Infinity Inc. would go right here for right now, right beside Infinite Frontier. Next up would be Scooby Apocalypse, Volumes 1 and Volume 2. And of course, once again, since they're both Volumes 1 and 2, they would go right here. And this is a momentary shelf. I have more shelves. My mom and I, we are planning to get more shelves so she can have room for her comic book trades, because this is her bin right now, her trades. And then I want to get a bigger one for my trades, but for right now we're just going to use these small ones, which I think beside each other, if I get like another 3-1 right here, then instead I just put these like right there, and then it continue that way. Although I might do that, I'm not sure yet. I'll figure it out. I might go this way. But anyways, so next up would be, since it's going through S's, this would be Supergirl Identity. Supergirl is my favorite female comic book character. Female comic book superhero, I should say. I don't know who my favorite female comic book character is. That's a good question. Probably still Supergirl. But anyways, guys, next up is another new one I have with Teen Titans Go Volume 1. See right here, that says Volume 1. And I have Teen Titans Go Volume 2. I got this at my mom and I got this at a Comic-Con for like $5. Because we met Greg Sipes, the guy who voiced Beast Boy. We met him. He's also voiced Michelangelo on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Kevin 11 on Ben 10. Super famous voice actor. He also voiced Iron Fist in Ultimate Spider-Man, which I did not know about at that time. Anyway, so he got this, and then hopefully next time we meet him at some point, if he so happens to be at a con that we're going to be at, we got this so we could get him to read. But since this is a Volume 2, we had Volume 1 at the shop, so I decided to get Volume 1 so I could read it, because Teen Titans Go is one of my absolute favorite Cartoon Network series. And as of right now, I think this is like the only older Cartoon Network show, because I think this is actually, they took Craig of the Creek off of Cartoon Network, so yeah, this is pretty much like the only good Cartoon Network show. Other than that, I'm not a fan of the others. It's kind of like Disney Channel right now. Anyways, guys, the final DC comic book trade that I have is World Without a Superman. I started to read World Without a Superman, but I realized I needed to read Death of Superman before I read this. So I got Death of Superman. I'm in the middle of reading that, and I have World Without Superman. So it's that, and voila. These are my DC trades, so Marvel and Independent. I don't even know if I'm gonna have room for this shit. Where would I put these? I'll figure it out. So, anyways, that's DC. But now next up is gonna be the hard one. It's gonna be Marvel, which I'll just let you know now. I always started off with these. Volume 1, then Volume 2. I just start Marvel off like that. So that's the start of Marvel. Other than that, I gotta sort out all of these, because I don't... Actually, I want to try something different. Now, since I'm doing this video, I found these for like $5 also in a bin. But anyways, this is Volume 2 to Volumes 1 and 2 of the Defenders. So well, they're Essentials. So I'm gonna put them right here, and this is why I said that was an issue for Marvel, because Marvel can take up an entire shelf within its own right. So I'm gonna go through these. I don't even know if I'll have room for indie stuff. I'll find out for that. So I'm gonna go through these, alphabeticalize all this Marvel stuff. Oh, I guess I should show you the new Marvel stuff I got. So I got Moon Knight #3, which I'm really enjoying this series, and Werewolf by Night's in it as well. So it's kind of hard to do with one hand, but can't wait to read that. And then I also got Alpha Flight Volumes 1 and 2. I don't know what years this was from, but I'm collecting some of the older Alpha Flight stuff. I got The Order, California Dreams. I'm probably just gonna put it under O's for Order. And this is the new Ultimate that I got, Ultimate X-Men and Ultimate Fantastic Four. And then I also got a comic book that I've been meaning to read for a long time, Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. This is a book that I've been wanting to get for a long time. I finally have it in my collection, so now I'm gonna probably put that like that. Actually, no, scratch that. I should put... Oh, wait a minute, this is Volume 2. Damn, I didn't even realize that. I just saw this, and I'm on, oh, that's cool, because I thought it was a singular thing. Fuck me. Oh, well, I guess I'm not going to read that. Anytime soon, until I find, Volume 1 to that. So, yeah, so I'm going to go through this, I'm going to alphabeticalize it, I'm going to try my best to put it on the shelf. So, see you guys just like that. Boom, guys, just like that, we're back. And yeah, I have everything alphabeticalized, kind of. We're ending off with Ultimates, because I'm starting with New 52 through Marvel through DC through Marvel, and ending with Ultimates, because Ultimate is their own universe, and this is pretty much what got the 2015 Secret Wars storyline on the way. So anyways, guys, I really haven't fully done this, so... Okay. So first off, the first Marvel comic book would be A-Force. This is a Secret Wars tie-in. So A-Force will officially start off Marvel, because wow, that's two separate things. I want to try something new. So I could start off with Avengers, but No, A4 because that little hashtag. So I guess next up would be Alpha Flight. So once again, Alpha Flight Volume 1 and 2 would be the next one. You're gonna probably be hearing me say the alphabet while doing this. And yes, I know that is a Volume 0. I don't even know if there's like a Volume 1 or not. So Alpha Flight would go right here, right? Yeah, and then next up would be Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, so next up would be Amazing Spider-Man. So first off, I guess to kick it off, it would be Amazing Spider-Man Venom Inc. Because I want to go, this is an older series, and these two Spider-Mans are newer, so I think so Amazing Spider-Man Venom Inc. would start off for Amazing Spider-Man. And then once again, guys, Amazing Spider-Man Volume 1 and Amazing Spider-Man Volume 2. There is Amazing Spider-Man Volume 3. I don't have it yet. I was thinking about picking it up this week. It's just, I didn't because I was just like, I got enough trades as it is. So next up would be Ant-Man Anniversary. Only 4 issues, but this was great. I really enjoyed it. I loved the future Ant-Man. I loved that they all had to face All-Father, Ultron. It was great. And then next up, because I don't have any other Avengers comics. Next up would be Avengers Forever, Volume 1. And I'm in the middle of reading that. I'm probably going to get the Ultimate series, The Avengers, which it'll just go, Avengers would just start that off. Let me put Ultimates over to the side so I can get to the thing more. Next up would be Captain America, the 100 Project. It's not a comic book per se, but it is a trade. It's just a bunch of artists and a bunch of different Captain America covers. I think it's like 100 covers. I looked through it. It's great. Some of the art in here is phenomenal. So Captain America, the 100 Project would go right there. And the next up would be Civil War. I still need to read that. That's on my to-read list, and I can't wait to read it. When I get to it, and oh man, this is going to be a pain in the ass, isn't it? I hate doing this with one hand. Oh man. But still though, guys, like I said, I need to get newer content out there, better content, and this will also give you guys a good idea on what my comic book collection is like. Next up is D for Deadpool, and I guess Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe would start things off. There's a cover of it. But pretty much if you guys are into, independent comic books, Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. Yeah, if you're into indie stuff more than Marvel stuff, then Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe is like essentially Spawn kills everyone, but instead it's just Deadpool killing the Marvel Universe. I haven't read it. I don't know if he was falling into the multiverse, but I guess it would be called Deadpool Kills the Marvel Multiverse instead of Marvel Universe. Anyways, next up, my other Deadpool trade is Deadpool Suicide Kings. I honestly couldn't tell you where I got this. I completely forget. I got it for $5 at some point, so that's why I got it for $5. Because we had a little $5 trade thing going on at one point or another. So yeah, next up would be F. So it would go into Fantastic Four. This is Reckoning War Part 1 and Reckoning War Part 2. I know this is volumes 10 and 11, but I just wanted to read the Reckoning War stuff. And I really enjoyed Reckoning War Part 1. Reckoning War Part 2, I can't wait to read that. So that looks like to be the fill-up for Marvel. Fuck me. Oh boy, okay, I'm gonna try. Although, I feel like if I push these over slightly, yeah, I think I have enough room to fit like 2 more. Next up would be Hawkeye, My Life as a Weapon. I started to read this because of the Hawkeye TV series. Yeah, I think I can stick just one more in there, and that one more will be King the Conqueror. I started to get the single issues of these, but it's just I never finished the series, so I got this before Quantumania, and I started to read it before Quantumania. It's one that I need to go on and finish, and yeah, I'm glad I had those 2 there. Next up would be M's, and we're going to kick things off with Moon Knight. This is Moon Knight Volume 1. This is Moon Knight Volume 2. And this is the brand new Moon Knight Volume 3. Can't wait to read this. Like I said, Will by Night's in it, and I've been really enjoying the series so far. So, I guess Moon Knight will kick things off down here. Look at that, guys. A perfect 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I love saying things like that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I fucked up. I just kind of went down the list. Next up will be R.L. Stine's Man-Thing. But it's just going to be Man-Thing by R.L. Stine, I guess. But still, I'm a big fan of R.L. Stine. And you say something is R.L. Stine, then I'm going to pick it up. Next up will be Marvel Mangaverse Volume 1. This is like the pretty much Mangaverse for Marvel. And then now, this is when Moon Knight Volume 3 comes in. I'm sorry, the Moon Knight stuff comes in. That's much better. Next up is The Order California Dreaming. Tupac. But yeah. Volume 2. I don't have Volume 1, unfortunately. But I'm going to just set this under as Order. Not The Order, even though it should be The Order. It's just, I don't really count the, even though I'll say it as The Order. Anyways, guys. So, I don't think, okay, yeah. This is actually a perfect setup. To start off the S's, I have Savage Spider-Man. I started to read this. I think I need to read, like, issues 4 and 5, and fuck. So, Savage Spider-Man will kick things off there. And then next up is Marvel Superhero Secret Wars. This is the 1984 series. I'm in the middle of reading this. I got done reading the 2015 series, so I want to try and finish reading this before the Secret Wars movie comes out. But I have more than enough time, which I keep saying that for like every single fucking comic book series I have. So that it goes into Secret Wars 1984, and then it goes into Secret Wars 2015. But 2015 was great. It has God Doom in it. Love God Doom. One of my absolute favorites. Next up for T's, we have Thor, the Saga of God Butcher. And this was another one. I love Gore, like, comic book wise, one of my absolute favorite villains. This was a great series with him in it, and Thor Love and Thunder just kind of did him dirty. He's more of a child napper. I would have been more happy with him if he killed more gods. If he was more of a god killer, then I would have been happy with that. But instead, he just kind of kidnapped children. Hopefully, we'll have enough room for my independent stuff. I have no fucking idea. Next up would be Wolverine Patch. And then that's for W's. And finally for the X's, we got X-Force. And now finish up the main Marvel Universe timeline. Well, finally, we have the Ultimates. We got Ultimate Fantastic Four Volume 1. This was a great origin story. Next up is Ultimate Human, or as I would put it down, Ultimate Hulk versus Iron Man. And then finally, we have Ultimate X-Men, Ultimate Fantastic Four. So, although Ultimate X-Men Fantastic Four is what I put it under. But still, though, it starts off with Ultimate X-Men. So, it'd go right there on the X's. So, that's so for my collection for the Marvel stuff. Finally, I'm going to try and do the independent stuff. So, the new independent books I got, there's some thick independent books, so I'm going to probably try and go through these and just figure things out because of height difference or whatever. So the new independent books I got, I think I only got 4, like I said. Yeah, I believe I only got 4. So, TMNT, Bebop and Rocksteady, Destroy Everything, because I'm a big Bebop and Rocksteady guy. Stuff of Nightmares, once again. I just need to read number 4, but this was great. I've only read the first 3 issues, but phenomenal. But like I said, I support everything R.L. Stine does. Like, R.L. Stine, I started to read the Goosebumps books from him, and he is the reason why I'm getting more into not only reading, but no, I can't really say reading. Comic books is what got me into reading in the first place. But R.L. Stine is what got me into writing. Next up is Philadelphia. I've heard great things about it. I saw that this is volume 1. I saw it was only like $9.99, so I'm like, I'll pick it up and I'll read it because I've heard great things about it. And then finally, WWE Volume 1. I'm a huge WWE guy. I have watched, ever since I got the WWE Network, I've watched almost every pay-per-view that there is. And I want to try and have my own WWE Network with movies. So hopefully some WWE movies is what I want. Is what I'll get in the future. But for right now, that's going to be another time. So it's one of those, like, whenever I find new wrestling DVDs, I want to try and go through and have all of that. But it's going to be a while because I also want to, because of the Roddy Piper Bad News Brown match, that's going to be like one of the only matches that's going to be difficult to find, you know. So anyways, because I think it was like at WrestleMania 7. Anyway, so I'm going to go through independent stuff. I'm going to organize it from whatever the first letter would be through the last letter, and these are all trade paperbacks. So I'm going to try and switch it up in a way. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. So, okay guys, I have all my independent stuff sold out, and we're going to see just if the independent stuff will fit into there. But I have things from B through W. So I'm going to see where this takes me. So first off, we got Butts and Seats. Dirk Manning, great friend of ours, a great friend of my mom and I. Did he sign it? I don't remember if he signed it. I think he might have signed the hardcover. Great friend of ours. So we got this as a kickstart. This is like an AEW story, of course. But Butts and Seats will kick off the independent section. Then another wrestling. No, I'm sorry. This will be the comic book story of baseball. I believe more. I have the comic book story of wrestling. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in a box. Non-storage. It should be here somewhere, maybe. Then next up is the Crimson Cage. I'm also a big baseball guy. I don't think many people know that about me, but I'm a huge baseball guy. Next up would be Godzilla, but I'm going to put Godzilla and I Survived to the side for right now. I know I have some Godzilla comic books in storage. It's just I want to try and see where this goes first. Next up would be Invincible Volume 1, Family Matters. I don't think this is like the actual Invincible comic book. I also know once we go to S's, I'm gonna let you guys know this now. I do have a Spawn Volume 1. I just don't know where the fuck it is. Like, I don't know where the hell it's at. I don't fucking know. Like, I have no idea. Next up is Philadelphia. Although I might get the Spawn Compendium Volume 1 at some point. I know we have it at the shop. So, yeah, anyways, so Philadelphia Volume 1. And then next up will be Radiant Black Volume 1. And Radiant Black Volume 2. Radiant Black has been a great series so far for independent stuff. I don't really go too deep into indie stuff all the time, but whenever it's something like this, because actually my best friend, shout out to Dom_Rocks, go check out his channel. He recommended me Radiant Black, and I'm loving it so far. Next up is Savage Dragon Team Ups. I think Savage Dragon. No, it's Image. I think it's just. I think I might as well put it right here because it's S's. Oh no, guys! Should I put in the S's or should I put in the T's? Next up is Scorched Volume 1. So I found it for like $9.99, and I believe this is the one with Spawn in it. I don't know, but Scorched Volume 1. And this would be where Spawn Volume 1 goes, but it's not. So next up is Stuff of Nightmares. Not really a Volume 1. It's just Stuff of Nightmares. And then next up is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Armageddon game. This will be the opening moves. Oh, fuck. I don't think I cut myself. Felt like I did. Next up is TMNT, Bebop and Rocksteady. Or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Bebop and Rocksteady. Oh, look at that. I have just enough room for my trade paperbacks. Awesome. Next up will be Transformers Shattered Glass. I think there's other Transformer comic books to get. I know there's a Grimlock one, and he's one of my absolute favorites, but Transformers Shattered Glass. And finally, last but not least, I got WWE Volume 1. Go here in the independent stuff. And then I'm going to put these in. So Godzilla would be A, B, C, D. Jeez, so Godzilla would go right here. And then I Survived would go right here before Philadelphia. And then I think that'll be, yeah, and then that's it, guys. That's all of that's my entire trade paperback collection. Now what I might do is, do I want to do that? That motherfucker can't even fit. I don't know, but I'm gonna just show you guys off my my trade hardback collection. And then my phone is dying, like it's about fucking dead. I don't know how the hell that happened. Oh, I'm recording a video, that's why. And my phone also loses charges. My phone loses charge quickly. It's at like 51%, and it was at 77 when I started. Like, it doesn't even, like, it doesn't last long at all. Like, it just kind of goes, especially when I'm recording a video, it just fucking goes. Like, I always have to have it plugged in. But, my first hardback cover, yeah, my hardback trade is Crisis on Infinite Earths. This is the TV tie-in. Next up would be Batman Fortnite 0 Point. We got Operation Dragon. And finally, we got Skylanders Return of the Dragon King. And then, of course, we got Attack on Titan Volume 1 and Attack on Titan Volume 2. So this is the first video that I'm doing today. The next video will be that. Is going to be that. Hopefully. So yeah, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I gotta plug my phone in, gotta feed my rabbit. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Make sure you like this video, comment down below, let me know what you guys thought of this, and let me know where you guys would have put certain things and where I should put these. I'm gonna get more shelves at some point. And I also have an entire box of trade paperbacks in storage. Fuck me, I have an entire box of trade paperbacks in storage. Like the video, subscribe guys for more. Peace.